Hey there, welcome to the Liz Lemire channel. Welcome to your December 7th guidance reading. Yeah, I hope you're doing well, and I hope that you're ready for this guidance here for the day. So, what is, okay, that's a lot. That's a lot, you know, it's just a lot. Just one would be great, thanks. Thanks, I'll take that. Seduction. And we will take this. I'm currently not doing any personal readings right now, but if you'd like to donate to the channel, you are more than welcome to. Any gift is totally appreciated. So the two cards that come out for today are Taste in reverse and Rescue in protection. What's good December 27th? I'm going to look at these cards real quick. A taste of someone's own medicine or overindulgence some way. Something biting off more than one can chew. Let's see. So reading Rescue in protection. Are you trying to rescue another? Do you believe your love can change someone and miraculously heal this person? Or are you waiting to be rescued? Do you believe that someone will sweep you off your feet and take away all of your troubles? Reversed, the Rescue card cautions you against romanticizing your situation right now. Look closely and see reality as it is rather than the illusion of how you'd like it to be. You need to step back and rescue yourself. Trust that Spirit will guide you to expose the illusion so that you may discern the difference between truth and fantasy. This almost seems like biting off more than you can chew, or even taking what someone else can handle onto yourself in some way, just because I'll read this as well, but just, first hits, seeing how they land, and then course correcting along the way. In Taste, this woman isn't really eating this cherry necessarily. She's just sort of coaxing this bird to come have some of that good cherry. I think my lens is foggy. Oh, hold up. I'm gonna clean you up. ASMR. That's better. But in the reverse, this bird, I feel like, is carrying that whole cherry. And it's a bit much. Like, the bird can probably do it, but the bird doesn't need that whole cherry. Like, it just really doesn't. It needs a bit of it. And it needs a stable place to peck at it. But as far as the rescue, I really like those first couple of lines. Those hit me the hardest. Are you trying to rescue another? Is this bird trying to, take the burden off of this woman and say, I will carry that fruit, ignoring the fact or wanting to be so useful that they forget that this woman is a freaking giant and she can fit damn near half those cherries in that bag in her own mouth, and this bird can't even carry more than half a cherry in its mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like, is it doing too much? Is it doing too much trying to rescue somebody that doesn't need to be rescued? Trying to do for someone that can very well do for themselves, but because the person who let them, they do it. Alternatively, here, another story with this is, do you believe your love can change someone and miraculously heal this person? That's the first story. Or are you waiting to be rescued? So is this bird taking on more than it can chew? Quite literally. Is it taking on more on its plate than it really can? Which is the same story, really. And hoping that this woman, this giant, who it's taking from, I will take your burdens and take care of them for you. I will do your spiritual work. I will do your homework. I will do your work, Janice, you go. It's like, nah, Janice can handle it. Janice has the skills. She's got the resources. She can handle it. She can find someone. Meanwhile, you have a whole plate to take care of. Oh, maybe Janice will notice me and give me a promotion. Maybe, right? Maybe that's how it works. Maybe for some of you, maybe that's what you need to do when it comes to a certain situation. Use your judgment, use the discernment. Or is it more than you can chew? Can you actually handle it and do good work and, still somehow maintain the taking care of yourself in some way? Or, how can you navigate the space between doing too much and doing enough that you're not overwhelming yourself and biting off more than you can chew? Do you believe that someone will sweep you off your feet and take away all of your troubles? So this bird who has a ton, this bird it can't even, that cherry is way too damn big. Look at it. It's too big. I don't think it can even fit in that bird's stomach. Like, it is the size of that bird's head. Like, it's not working. It's not working. So, are you trying to rescue another? Do you believe your love can change someone and miraculously heal this person? Or are you waiting to be rescued? Do you believe that someone will sweep you off your feet and take away all of your troubles? At the bottom of the deck of the Eros Oracle is seduction in reverse as well. And at the bottom of the enchanted map is the dragon's lair in protection. This tells me this may not be the best move to be making today, taking on someone else's burdens. It may be something that you feel you have to, either from a knee-jerk reaction, either from you thinking you have to be that type of person necessarily. And this could honestly, in the same day, there could be something that you say, okay, I'll do this. And in the same day, there can be something where you say, I have too much on my plate, I can't do that. This could be about knowing your limits. This could be about knowing when you can't do certain things for other people and they need to learn for themselves. Be it your family, be it your friends, be it your coworkers, be it your company, the company you keep or the company you work for, be it certain clients. You can't do the work for your client. I know in my field especially, I can't heal for my client. I can say what I need to say. I can tell my clients, as best as I can. We can mentor, we can coach, we can do all these things, but I can't physically do the healing for you. It happens. We have to give that the space it needs. It's knowing my lane and knowing and trusting that they can figure it out, that they can do it. So, also, obviously, when it comes to love, you can't do the healing for somebody. You can try, order some, Reiki for them, order some energy healing for them, do a prayer, but at the end of the day, they still get to choose this path or that path. They still get to choose the many different types of paths and methods that they can decide. And even then, that healing, you can't rush it. It'll happen in its time. You don't want someone prematurely healed coming to you. So there's a lot here. There's a lot here. Reverse the rescue card cautions you against romanticizing your situation right now. And I would say, especially with the Dragon's Lair here, yeah, don't. Look closely and see reality as it is rather than the illusion of how you'd like it to be. You need to step back and rescue yourself. Trust that spirit will guide you to expose the illusion so that you may discern the difference between truth and fantasy. I like a good fantasy. I like a good wish and dream and play and all this stuff. I'm not mad at fantasy at all. However, that's nicer because then you see the cards. However, it seems today is a day to look at things realistically and see how much you're carrying, how much you can carry, what is yours to carry, and what you can give back to somebody. Now, if you've given your word on something, that's one thing. If you've given your word on something and things are going well and you decide to back down, like, don't be a dick, right? But at the same time, if the other people you're working with are not pulling their weight, then there could be cause for you to really look at the situation and be like, okay, well, this was our agreement. I feel like I've been pulling my weight and I don't feel like, you've been pulling your weight. So XYZ, XYZ, XYZ. And it could really be just having a conversation. It doesn't even have to always mean dropping things. Also, it really could be metaphorically dropping things, energetically dropping things and being like, fuck, let bygones be bygones. For many people, on Christmas, they chose to text their person who may be not as present as they would like them to be. Many people chose not to. That was one of those conscious decisions where you're making in your mind what you want to do and what path you want to go, right? Today it could be one of those things as well, where you say energetically, I'm not going to put myself in a position anymore where I'm going to XYZ, or I'm going to do this, that, and the other to help myself. Because this could go in a myriad of ways. It really could. If this is someone who's starting a business and this is applying for that, entrepreneurship it can be lonely, it can be hard, and you may be hoping that a client comes to save you. You may be hoping that a family member or someone in your life comes to save you by giving you the support in the form of money, in the form of physical resources, in the form of, sharing your message or product or service on social media. And personally, from one entrepreneur to another, it's not fair and it's not other people's place to fund your dream. Like, don't expect people to do that. If they do that, then that's great. But try your hardest not to expect people to look at your dream and what you're doing for yourself as if it's theirs, because it's not. It's yours, and you have that responsibility to it. No one is going to come, I mean, I'm going to say no one's going to come and rescue, but it's not someone else's onus to come and rescue your business or to come and rescue you. And so this is particularly for people who say, oh, my family doesn't support me, they don't, pump my stuff. It's not on them to do that, and I'm not saying it's like your fault or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, you save yourself a lot of heartache over remembering that this is your baby, this is your project, this is your world. And if people rep it and push it, that's great. And if they don't, it's not on them. It's not their dream, it's yours. For you, you may want to, have more entrepreneur friends, push, get to know other people. You could be maybe doing so much for others, hoping they will do for you, rather than straight up asking, hey, can you promote this for me? Or, hey, can I, pay you to promote this for me? That could be a path that you may want to be interested in taking instead. A service for a service and keeping it business like that. But yeah, just a little heads up to my fellow entrepreneurs and solopreneurs, people starting their own thing. It's yours. Remember that it's yours, right? Okay, this is it for now. Keep your light on and good luck.